Trying to be Peter Griffin, okay? Come on.
Oh, that was a Peter Griffin thing.
I couldn't see your face though right now.
You know what's great though?
Yes.
Hey everybody, we're back on the internet. As you can
hi.
see, we're unfortunately missing a
Hey.
member. The reason why I'm bringing that up immediately is because guess what's already ready for it? Boom.
Oh, look at that.
It's already in the right spot and everything.
You
Oh,
it
was
a
that just
production. You made that a production. I got it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Hi everybody. We're the casual ones. Welcome to our Thursday Dungeons and Dragon episode. As you can see, we're unfortunately a little bit we're down a member, but he'll be here soon, so have no fear. Silas will be around eventually.
We'll just
Yeah.
teleport it.
He'll teleport it. Yeah. He'll be fine.
You did say Dungeons and Dragon, which I think between our two campaigns is accurate. I think we have gone to several literal dungeons where we've
Right.
been jailed,
Yes.
and we have fought one dragon.
Was it really
I
just
have
that blue
seen more
dragon?
than one dragon.
I think so. I don't
And-
remember
oh,
the other
you've
one.
seen
we
the
have
bronze.
seen another. We've seen another
Yeah.
dragon.
It was the bronze or
Ye-
copper.
Ooh.
I think
That's a good
bronze.
question now. It's well, the problem is I know
He
what
was a
color
friend.
it is, and it's either bronze or copper.
Yes.
Right? So
the answer is
that's
yes.
the issue there. Yeah.
Aren't
Yeah,
they
or
both
brass.
fire?
No, copper's lightning, I think, or bronze. One of those two things are lightning. I don't know.
Good.
That's
We
the
were
great thing
really
about
I'm a
on the
dungeon
ball.
master. It's great.
It's improv, guys. You get to say whatever you want, right?
Yeah, no, he breathes pewter. I don't know. If you've never seen any of our shut up. If you've never seen any of our streams before, you can catch all of our previous episodes up on YouTube. We're on episode like 28 now. Crazy. We're almost at 30. That's how old no one here is, because we're all unfortunately older than that. One thing I want to call it really quickly before we get into things, I'm in a mood today, is in case you haven't heard, tomorrow is a really big important day for us. Well, it's the beginning of one, and Saturday's the end of one, because we're doing our 24-hour Extra Life stream, which we do in support of Sick Kids Hospital and other children Miracle Network hospitals as well. So we're going to be raising some money. We're going to be playing lots of games. We'll be streaming that. And at some point, we're going to be doing something called Spicy Dice, which is a bunch of us are going to be playing in the same room, D&D, while eating progressively hotter pieces of popcorn chicken at Aaron's request, because nuggets are too big for him.
Bite size.
It's true.
It's true.
If you ever watch our Hot Wheels, are chewing through a nugget the entire race.
Yeah, I have to agree wholeheartedly with you.
And honestly, like if you
it's
ever watched,
it's a great switch up.
For
I
sure.
think it's a great choice.
If you ever watch Hot Ones, like at the beginning they're cleaning the wing. They don't clean the whole wing all the way down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chicken for
We're
chicken,
looking for
we're gonna end up
continuity,
about
though.
the same, I think.
I
So,
want to eat every one, so for continuity, we'll make a bite
Yeah.
size.
don't worry, I'm gonna bring an actual Carolina Reaper so you can eat that too.
No.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the guys are really good during the Hot Wheels, so the fact they have to do this over 4 hours is going to be easier for them.
No milk
Might
on
give you
set
more
for me.
spread out.
I already have 4 different kinds of ice cream. I
That
bought
sounds awful.
lactose-free milk. You're
That sounds
welcome.
much better.
Who needs that?
Did we make bets on who has to leave to go to the bathroom for 20 minutes first?
It'll be
I'm gonna do
Brickley.
that during the stream already.
It's gonna be
Before
Brickley.
that.
Yeah. We all know the answer. Most of us have lived together at some point or another. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that over the weekend. It's gonna be super fun, and we're excited. So hopefully we see you there if you have the time. Again, it's 24 hours long. We don't expect you to stay for the whole time, but if you do, you don't get a prize. So do it if you can.
Also,
You get,
super
you get
important. Before
respect. Yeah.
Respect. There you go. The link is in the description down below if you want to donate.
Specifically on Twitch.
Over there.
Yes,
If you're watching
Yeah.
on YouTube, I have
Right there.
no
Yeah.
idea.
you,
And go to our
you're gonna have to
Twitter
scroll
URL.
pretty far to find it.
I think our About page has a link tree, and I think our link tree has an Extra Life. I could be lying.
As you
Yeah,
can see,
YouTube
today is a day full of
Quick.
confidence.
Yes, it is.
Full of confidence, which I
Let me
appreciate.
check that out while I'm here.
All right, we stalled long enough for him. So with that, let's go ahead and recap the events of our last episode. Oh God, I can hear myself. Sorry, I opened Twitch. So, yeah, it was bad. Punch Drunk Champions, as you had finally gone through and tracked down the whereabouts of one Xavier Summerward, Silas's, who's now missing in action, sadly, his grandfather. You'd sort of confronted him and lured him out of where he had been hiding previously, which had kicked off a bit of a fight for the lot of you, ending, well, partway through, with one of your members, I think just the one, going down. Oh, right, no, he just went down multiple times. That's what it was. Silas got knocked around a little bit. That's okay.
Yeah.
Eventually, though,
So easy. Don't stand up to grandpa and everything's fine.
or dad,
Well,
or most
or
monsters.
just don't stand up in general, because it seems to.
True,
everyone
yeah.
stands
Lay
up
down.
be-
Start laying down.
Yeah, you just
You're
gotta,
in a
in range of
pillow.
archers.
just gotta possum sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
But
there's
least he
some
gets sneak attacks, because nobody would expect him to attack from laying down.
Ray's
Ankle
natural.
slash.
His natural character should be a rogue, and he's messing up every time.
Like he gets an ability where when he raises from unconsciousness, he gets a sneak attack.
I'm gonna make a magic item now. Anyway, luckily though, through some through some quick thinking via Zelmuth, you're able to have Xavier just sit patiently, quietly in a corner, and lose all of his aggression. So as you cleaned up some of the beasts that had been with him and scooped up some of their remains, because Grub's a little interesting like that, two of you made your way down into where he had been sort of staying and spending his time in a rundown old building, and eventually discovered you discovered Silas's mother being confined in a room with several glyphs around it that seem to allow for or to negate the use of any of her magic or abilities. After a quick deliberation and some reading of, no, that's not true, searching and finding and refusal to read some books, you eventually did let her out, even though it seemed to be a little bit fearful on your side, as she sort of got to stretch her legs properly and feel the arcane divine energies that she had once missed. And upon bringing her upstairs, reunited her with Silas. During a heartfelt reunion and conversation, she caught a glimpse of Xavier Summerward sort of through the door where he had been sitting waiting patiently, and she turned him to dust using what seemed to be some very powerful magic. Charlie had arrived back after having gone to fetch as many guards as possible and some of the leaders of the great houses. And after a short conversation, you discovered what secrets Rena Summerward, Silas's mother, had been hiding, which was the truth to the current gods of this world, having once been mortals who had apparently convinced the gods to leave this universe or what have you, which left their powers behind, and they took it upon themselves to take up those powers but distribute them evenly among themselves, and to create as much balance as possible with each member of this group, this group of wardens of Alara, taking two ends of, one could say, one like universal law. You were told that, if there was somebody who took on the power of life or creation, then they would also take death and destruction and so on and so forth. After finding this out and kind of allowing it to sink in a little bit, Rena did offer to transport you all back to Silas's home, which is where we pick things up now. So after feeling sort of the stomach get pulled out from you, you immediately feel your feet hit solid ground once again. And you look around and you're outside of the Summerward residence. As you sort of land inside the gates, you can see that there around you are several squadrons, it looks like, of armed guards who had looked like they had been getting themselves ready and prepared to leave, and then potentially through some kind of forward notice were told to stand down. So you can see a lot of people are sort of packing things up, sheathing swords, unhooking some of their armor, and the the camp that had been there previously as well, from all the wounded once the attack had taken place in the residence, that's starting to have been taken down as well. And you see Mason, Silas's father, sort of off in the distance trying to direct people, and every once in a while you see him kind of look around expectingly. But Rena turns to you all and says, "This is good to be home. Thank you again for everything."
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you haven't been here for a while, huh?
No. And it looks like some improvised remodeling that had been taking place. I can only assume that was Xavier. I saw what he could become.
So he
What do you
was
mean?
the thing.
He became a plant monster?
Yes. Did you not?
No. I'm gonna scramble through my pockets and bring out the vials of moving sludge or whatever.
Yes.
What do they look like?
They at the moment they just look like sludge. They don't. Previously, you'd see them kind of moving up in certain directions. Sometimes they don't seem to be moving currently.
Oh my god.
Was that a normal thing he could do?
I think that was something that was granted to him. I don't believe he always had that ability, but
Okay.
Do you know what
I
could
thought
have
you- I-
granted that ability?
I'm sorry?
Do you know what could have granted that ability?
From my understanding, with some of the information that I know, it was a sort of combination. There had been ruins of some kind of laboratory from way years past that he had I believe delved into, and I think through the guidance of Relnir, if I'm not mistaken, he had sort of absorbed this creature into himself in some way and was able to change into it. I thought you all knew this.
No, we have no idea. No, we have no idea.
We kind of thought that he might have been controlling it, but
I had been?
he.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Yeah, we thought the monster was his pet or something.
We didn't think he was the actual monster. That would be, well, I thought it would be crazy, but
That-
turns out it's not that
That's why
crazy.
when I saw him sitting there, I disposed of him immediately.
I mean,
He had been given the opportunity to change into that thing. I think
he had
That
7
would've been-
hours or so, but I get the impulse.
I wasn't aware.
I guess we have a lot to learn.
Yeah. And
So
I don't remember if there was a reward for the monster yet.
There was, I believe.
Right?
yeah, you had found one on like the town board for anybody that could.
Could you write that thing you said down a second ago?
Yeah, we're gonna need that. This is maybe the one time I'll accept writing because this is pretty important.
Certainly, yes, I can. I would be able to do that.
We'll wait.
So
I'm sure it's okay if we just explain it to Mason.
No, we'll wait.
Is he the one giving the reward?
No.
he would probably be able to talk to whoever is.
Ooh, that's good too. That doesn't involve words or writing, at least for you, Grub.
Yeah, that's better. I like that. As long as the reward stays on the table. Yeah.
I'm sure you'll get your reward. How much was it? I can help make sure.
You want me to go check? I can go.
He was like 2,500, something like that.
There's a lot. No, it doesn't matter if we trick you; they'll know.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much it was. This is just almost,
Yeah, I
aiming
don't
for the stars.
So you went to 2 G's right away. I love it.
Well, that's lowballing for him. I genuinely wanted to say $4,000 or $5,000, but I was like, that's too high to say, so I'll say 2 instead.
It was.
You know
it
what they
was,
say, right? You shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be amongst the stars.
yeah, and careening
Just
off into
terrible.
I'm
space
trying
to
to hit
your
the bottom
death.
of the moon.
Yeah.
Trying to hit the bottom of the moon.
Saying if you're shooting for the moon, hit the moon. All right.
Yeah, just it's a big moon,
Yeah.
and the stars are really far.
Super
You won't
far. You'll be
among
dead.
them.
So dead. You're a corpse.
Yeah, so
So-
2,500 should be. I think that's what it was. Maybe a little less.
Grub, do you want to? So, just out of curiosity, I don't know if you had written it down, but you did take. That's fine.
I did not write it down. I mean, normally I'm pretty good with notes, but there's
Grub
one
didn't
fundamental
write it down.
thing about Grub is illiterate, so it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense for me to write down things I've seen
All right, then
written down.
I guess you'll have to go back and find it.
No, it wouldn't be in Grub's memory because he wouldn't have
That's what I
read
mean. Yeah. Yeah.
it.
You can check the ports. That's fine.
Yeah, I may have to go look again. Yeah.
Once you know, I guess let me know. Yeah, and then I'll do what I can for you from there.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I'm a little concerned though. If you didn't know that, I feel like you don't really know everything that Xavier was doing here.
No, we don't know anything.
Yeah, not a
That
damn
would
thing.
be correct.
Yeah, Charlie had a ball and we saw him
Someone
in the
just
dark.
asked us to find him, and we're like, okay.
Yep, we found him. He was reading a weird book, didn't like that, and then, well, now he's dust. That's pretty much the three things we knew.
I see. I thought this was much more. I don't know. I guess I just
Oh,
thought
he
there was...
had a cult. We know that.
Something about the Shadowfell? Is that right?
Frog in the shadows too. Maybe could he also be the frog in the shadows? Did he eat Silas for a bit?
I don't think so. It really. You know what? I'm going to go talk to. I'm going to go talk to Mason, and then I'm
Well,
going to talk to some of the leaders, just to make sure everybody understands what's happening. You all did great though. Thank you so much.
What are you going to tell them that you could tell us?
Oh no, I'm going to go tell them the truth. I'll be right back.
Well,
And
we
she,
found
she
him.
turns, just start,
I mean,
she just starts walking away.
he's not going to be here for 15 minutes, so that's where you're going.
Silas, this is really weird. Your mom, I mean, she thinks it's normal that a guy could be a plant monster, but it's weird that he could be a frog monster. So something's not adding up here. You want me to trail her?
She's been away for a while, Grub. She's probably not, privy to the way the world works. I think she's fine.
I mean, being one
All
thing,
right.
you could be all things. Sometimes it could just be one other thing. So he's just one other thing.
Didn't
Yeah,
we
I-
kill the frog monster anyway?
Oh,
We did
Ran
get
off.
blood, but I think it escaped.
Yes, I think we just knocked you out of its mouth.
Yeah, I think
Ran
it's.
away.
I think so.
just
Because we would
knock the
have
spit
its
out
head.
of it, so to speak.
For a frog, get the body as the head. So we would have that if we killed it. I don't remember.
She was with Xavier for a long time. I think she would have known what he can and cannot do. And I,
Yeah, but what if like the frog's is outdoor clothes? She wouldn't know that.
It
Neither
doesn't
would you,
matter
so
much
we'll just have
anyways,
to wonder,
'cause
I suppose.
He is dead as I shake the jar that is his ashes.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? What the
Yeah.
fuck? He was going to be fine. And you just fake. He's like,
Yeah.
I know he's a bad guy, don't get me wrong. But that's still your grandfather.
That was pretty intense. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just really hoping that the badassdom that both my parents have
No,
displayed is genetic.
that's a smidge worse than
That's-
badass. That's like, okay.
It
I hate-
might have skipped a generation.
yeah,
You
no,
know-
I hate to say it, but you have taken a beating.
This-
I'm sure Mason took, his share of beatings when he was younger.
You see,
Although-
like 50 yards away, you see Mason in the distance, and he turns over at you, just shakes his head. I'm just joking.
Just put the hood up.
You couldn't possibly have hurt that.
For no reason at all, I think your new nickname is Rudy.
My new nickname is what?
Rudy.
Come on, coach.
Your
I
next
want him to
sounds
play.
Rudy.
I want to take my spot.
Hey, but at least one of you has 2 arms.
Hey, he always gets back up. That's all that matters.
That was incredibly rude, Grub.
Yeah, but you can't hear me.
At least we don't think he can.
Yeah, he's got incredible old man ears.
Just watch out for his disarming charm.
Yeah.
What time is it, Pets?
At this point, you guys did this in like the morning, so it's like midday.
I could
Okay.
go for a fiesta for sure.
A fiesta? A party?
See, the opposite. It starts with an S instead of. You know what? Don't worry about the letters. It just says a instead of.
I'm surprised you know that, Grub.
Oh, we party everywhere. Everywhere parties. It's important.
Okay.
You know,
Usually after a good monster kill, you do a party, but I'm a little sad because we just have the ashes. Nothing to dangle.
goblins
Well,
know the
why
word
don't-
party in every language.
Yeah,
Well,
not a party in every language.
Why don't we go check on that board and see how much that reward was, and maybe by the time we get back, there'll be tons of conversation.
I just might take a rest. Just chill. We don't all have to go, do we?
No, but I'll go for a walk. I could.
Some of us don't have money.
Yeah, not much money. Yeah, I can go check out the board.
I can go with you, Grub, since I do have the proof.
And the reading ability.
We're all going.
I've got the proof. Here's a jar of dust.
I've got some vials of dust, but they are slowly. Some of them are sludging at the moment, so they won't be very useful.
You guys are crazy. Bunch of crazy kids. I love it. Okay, so I guess Grub, you're gonna lead whoever's going with you back to the town board that you found near the market.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys are kind of turning to leave, one of the things, especially Silas, that you notice is Rena does go up to Mason, and for a split second, you see Mason have emotions. Yeah, it's a really odd thing and something that you've never really noticed before.
If I were to try to define this emotion with human words, what would that be?
Love,
Sorry.
compassion, relief, joy. You see,
my father.
Mhm. Yes,
Some buy a vowel on that. Try and figure out what the puzzle is here.
yeah. You even notice at one point that he actually, with his one arm, does one of these and embraces her one-armed.
And then all you hear is, "You cut off his fucking ears? What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Oh no. Yeah.
I sort of just turn my head. I feel like that is perhaps not something that I'm meant to see.
Your mom could probably fix
I'm
his arm.
unabashedly watching.
Just watch.
You're like watching, taking notes.
Just like
Zelmuth reaches into his satchel and pulls out popcorn. No,
I'm not-
with
It's a rom-com.
well,
It's a bag of
with any
holding,
luck.
and the only thing inside is popcorn.
I start playing nice music to it. I try to play like a nice gentle
So,
melody.
I will say they're
just
pretty far
around
away.
Lorraine.
If you want to get closer for them to hear it, you're more than welcome to. Yeah,
Please.
yeah.
I just have.
But I think you're right, Charlie. If Mother was able to restore my ears, I'm sure she can restore Mason's arm, no problem.
It did seem like quite powerful magic.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody do that before. Just the ears. You know, we've seen Lux do a whole bunch of stuff, but that's very interesting. Think you could aim for just a little bigger, and I go for my own big old pointing goblin ears. Eh?
No, I'm gonna try these out.
Try
At
them
this
out,
length.
and then
You know,
yeah, you'll
it's-
get there. You'll work.
It's
up
throwing
to
off
it.
my balance a little bit so far.
They help with the speed, actually.
Do you tie them back?
Yeah, goblins
Wow.
are fast, and that's one of the reasons.
You want to roll the
It's,
deception check, or
Is it deception if you're just too stupid to know?
I will definitely roll the insight on that.
You can roll the insight, yeah, if you like, or medicine.
Oh, medicine. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. 19.
That's not how speed works.
But it is honest.
It is honest. You believe that he believes it.
Yeah, just like birds. The bigger the wings, the faster they are. So it all ties together.
I did
Okay.
see once, the faster that you go, your arms start just flying backwards. I've seen that once or twice in my.
Turning
My
into
lifetime.
wings of their own. Yeah. It's not bad. Not as good as ears, but it'll help.
Well, wings
Let's
don't
sleep on
help
it.
you hear.
No.
Useless.
Should we try and cash in on Xavier's death?
Yeah.
Let's not say it like that. Why did you say it like that?
I mean,
Well-
because it's true.
She's not wrong.
I know, but you don't have to say it like that. We all know it. Why point it out again? It's
Well, he
still
was
his
a monster,
grandfather.
right? Yeah,
I'm
but
just-
he was a monster.
He was my
He
grandma.
had a monster inside of him.
Or the other way. We don't know. He could have been like a human as a joke or something. Could have been the monster most of the time.
Are you a tree monster? I'm looking at Silas.
Not as far as I know. Hold on.
Is there a way to
are you trying?
test this?
Yeah, I'm just just seeing if there's any way I can will myself to change form.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, no, that's
Because you
Please,
got
really.
stabbed by his dagger at one point, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Not at
multiple
one
times.
point, at 3 points.
True. Okay, yeah. Sorry, what was the wisdom saving throw?
13.
13?
Mhm.
Alright. You guys watch as he doesn't do it. Can't turn into a
There we
fucking
go.
tree monster. Look at that.
Like, wow,
he's turning green.
you don't like him when he's leaving.
Now you just need the
Silas.
bigger ears.
I think a leaf is growing out of your head.
Oh god.
Leave
You're gonna
me
wake
alone,
up.
Lux.
Did we ever look at the dagger?
Oh yeah, I did.
No.
I did cast Identify on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I have it in my inventory? I didn't check.
Can't remember if we.
I know I had it. I just didn't know if you had put it in my inventory.
Oh, no, I haven't put it in here.
Yeah, I don't
Then
know.
yes, I have it. I cast Identify on it.
Do you need me to tell you what it does again? Is that what we're asking here?
Yeah,
You guys don't
I
remember?
what
Okay.
it is.
Yeah, I don't have any notes.
I forgot what it did. And now I'm casting Identify again.
Got it. Okay. Totally fine. Okay, let me get my notes up for it again.
And we're walking on our way to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at the board. Did anyone write down that bounty?
You were the only one who looked at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
was I?
you were the only one there. I thought you grabbed a sheet of paper for some reason.
I may have. Time is weird, so there's no way of knowing what happened back then.
The only reason I say that is because what other proof would you have that you knew that there was a bounty for a monster?
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I could think of that.
That's why. Well, okay. So I will say that Grub, you did say you grabbed the sheet.
Okay, so I would have had it.
Yeah. Well, that's what you had said. If you don't have it in your inventory, I don't know if you got rid of it because again, you're Grub, and it's not like you can
No.
fucking read
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, if I said I grabbed it, I'd still have it. Like kind of a pack rat, but
Okay, hold on. I need to clarify something for myself here. Can you read at all?
like if it's like pictures.
If it's not pictogram, it's nothing. Okay.
I think
there's a
numbers-
calculation we didn't go into here.
Yeah, numbers for sure.
Right.
If there was anyone nearby, I would have just tugged their sleeve, ask them to tell me which of these is about.
Okay, perfect. I was gonna say,
yeah.
why do you have a sheet of paper if you can't read?
Yeah.
How do you know what it's about? Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah.
that's
usually my MO when I've done monster hunting in the past. If they don't have a diagram on the board, then I ask somebody what they are.
perfect. Yeah, so then you do have the sheet of paper.
Okay.
If you do pull out the sheet of paper,
As we get to the board, I do take it out and put it about where it was and say it was about here.
Are you serious right now?
You had it the whole time?
You're right. Yep, I sure did. Absolutely. Here you go.
You could be
Hand it up.
siestaing right now.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna like grab it out of his hand. God. And what does it say?
dishwasher
Just
needed.
Give Grubba like a playful shove over that.
It doesn't
Did you say dishwasher needed?
Just kidding.
Is this canon? This better be canon.
You do. And like,
Let me see the back of that.
it says dishwasher needed. And then you realize there's 2 pages stuck together. And as you pull off the other page, this is where you see the bounty. So what they were offering, it was 1,000 gold pieces. It was being funded by the City Watch and the Coronek royal family for either the slaying of the monster or a confirmation of its whereabouts and or lair.
Thousand's not bad.
Yeah.
No,
We've
Well,
got
we
a lot
burnt
of
his
those.
lair. We have
Mhm.
dust.
And our
The only
blood
person
is
that
in
can
the
vouch for
lair.
us.
If they don't believe that it was us, we can prove
The
that.
layer's not there anymore. You burnt it to the ground, remember?
Oh, well, they don't. Okay, that's where it
smoking
gets weird
ruins of the
because the
lair.
plant layer is under Silas's house, kind of, and they want the monster's lair. So that's where that is.
I mean, we know where both are.
Yeah, but we did burn it. The
I
other
mean,
ones.
we know where it is or was.
Yeah, you could say he burnt it when we got there,
I mean,
and that's
we
why
could
he's
just say-
ashes. It's kind of working out.
I think
We could just bring
Silas's
this
mother
to-
will help clarify what had happened.
Yeah, we could just bring this to Silas's dad, and he could just get us the $1,000 instead of trying to figure it out for ourselves.
Yeah, as long as we get it. You know, I just in a lot of smaller places I've been, if you don't have the monster's head, they don't give you nothing. And sometimes even then they try and make sure you didn't fake it. They'll open that thing right up.
I think this time we have my mother's word for it as well, and it seems like she's of no small renown. I think we can leverage that.
Okay. If you say so. Anything else on this board for money?
Oh, it does
Is
say
there-
dishwasher needed. I'll pass it to
No,
Grub.
no, I take that from them both because I just see him hunting a dishwasher, and that's not okay. No, no, no. That's
Does it
not
say what they look like?
Yeah, it looks like a big sink, and usually there's things in there. You gotta wash them out clean, and
No, it's a
they
minute.
usually give you a few coins per monster within the dish or within the sink.
Lux, what are you doing?
I think it's funny. He should try it.
All right, but when he burns down a tavern, it's your fault.
No, that's Grub's fault.
It's below our pay grade anyway. We're working for big coins these days. We need big
I mean, if you-
monsters.
If you do it enough, you'll accumulate a lot.
It sounds like actual work, and nah.
It's not as fun as just killing one thing and getting lots of money for it, I imagine.
Yeah.
So
All
what
right.
do we do now?
Back to the Summerwood house, I suppose. It gives us to.
Okay. Go take a siesta, as you said, and maybe a bath and get the smell of smoke out of our clothes.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
we'll talk to the Summerwoods and figure out what the hell is going on.
All right then.
Perfect.
Oh my god, it's a plan.
So you guys begin heading your way back to the Summer Ward estate. Because you did say that you want to cast Identify, the dagger itself is a +1 dagger. And it does an additional 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay, not bad. And it looks cool as hell, right?
Yeah, if you remember the hilt itself, like kind of goes out into like tendrils, and the blade itself is all fairly dark.
Not bad. Do you guys also still want to like find that cult? Because like that seems like there could be more money in that. Or like when we're getting the reward, do we discuss how there's more of them and then we try and like leverage that?
Did he make a whole cult, or was he just like working for one bad godlike?
Do we even know there's more?
Well, we saw 4 of them, and then
True. When the frog ate Silas.
yeah, and they had a letter on them talking about people. So that's from someone to someone. So that's gotta
You know who would know about the cult?
know
Silas's
everyone
mom.
that we killed. Oh,
Silas's
okay.
mom.
You think so?
I mean, she hung out with them for like years.
In a little box.
I mean, still, you learn something at least. Might not be
She
a
did
lot.
say that we were incredibly naive to
That's true.
everything, so there must be more to the story. Now, if she's willing to share or not, that is the question.
Something to think about.
I'm
Well-
sure she's got a lot pent up that she's going to want to get out. And she did already suggest that, you know, Xavier was not the only operative, and that, you know, this is a far reaching cult. So I don't know if maybe there's any more in core that we can immediately deal with, but I'm sure there's, you know, splinters somewhere else.
Let's go get some money. Let's go rest up a bit, and then we'll get some information.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
All right.
Before too long, you walk your way back from the marketplace through to Lakeside and back to the Summer Ward Estate. You see at this point, most of the guard that have been out there have kind of mostly dispersed. The tents that had been erected originally after like the healer's tent and everything like that have all been taken down. Things are starting to get cleaned up a little bit more on your front lawn there.
Efficient.
How's the hole looking?
Still a hole.
You got
Not
to turn
filled
that
in.
into something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we
think
can.
some scaffolding over that or something.
No, make it like a hot tub.
It's much too deep.
We just definitely
Okay.
need a railing, or at least, I don't know, some sort of floor sign that warns people of the hole.
Can't you do
Or you
magic
could
about
fill
this?
it.
Can't fill it. We walked down there. That was a trip.
I
You
just
fill it with
use
magic.
prestidigitation to write danger in yellow at the side of it.
Yeah.
That'll last for 10 minutes.
All right. Our job here is done.
Human resources. There you go.
OSHA approved.
Yep.
Fine, I make it glow. For 10
Ooh.
minutes.
I don't think seeing it was the problem, but
No, it's high vis now.
yeah, because seriously, if anyone could do magic about this, that'd be really good. And then we could have like a little place to swim or.
It's sort of in the middle of the dining room.
What was the dining room?
Actually, Grub, if you want to
Accurate.
take a bath, I have an idea.
I was more thinking like it's just been a long time since you had like a good bog or something, and we could just make one right here.
I can put you in hot water. Would you like to be in hot water?
Now that sounds like cooking, so no, thank you.
All right. Well, if anyone else would like a bath, and then I sit down and I pull out my lute, and for like the next 11 minutes, I play just like a nice like a traveling song, like a song you would play while you're like traveling across a country road. And after 10
Montage
minutes,
music. All right.
yes, montage music.
Country
Uh,
road, bring me home.
No words, just music. But general concept.
The guitar is playing the words.
Yes, of course. Yeah. So you
Sweet
hear it. I'm not singing it, but you do hear a nice gentleman singing it in the background.
Yeah, it's just like a janitor, like, oh, I've heard this song in my youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after about 11 minutes, you see a golden tent, probably like the size of a 2-person tent, pop up It's very, very nice. It's made out of like if silk could be thick and like almost like a canvas, that's almost what this looks like. And it's just like shiny and gold with purple lace strewn throughout it. And like one of the like tent flaps is already drawn back, and you watch Selma step in. It's like there's lots of room, and I step in.
There's probably a pool in there.
Bad luck to put one of these up inside.
Oh, a house within a house.
Mm.
Interesting.
Oh well,
I'm going in.
we'll have to check this out.
Sprint through the flaps, full speed.
Arms back.
Yeah, arms back for extra speed.
Yes.
No one's Naruto running fucking anywhere. You stop
All
that.
goblins
Well,
in this world.
remember, it's
No,
grubs,
no, they
arms,
don't.
and ears are back.
And ears.
Right?
They
So
flap
can
in
get
unison.
faster.
They're like antelopes too. They do like little jumps.
You know how like guys with really long hair will tie it back? Aaron does, or Grub does it with his ears.
With the ears, it's not-
Ties them back.
360
Long ears
hearing.
alert.
As you all run into the tent, you find out it's a spike trap. You all die.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Turns out Zelmus was a mimic the whole time.
Rocks fall, you all die.
Yep.
Inside looks like the inside of like a genie bottle.
And what does
But
it
also
look like?
think purple and gold. So lots of pillows, lots of like deep purple pillows with like lots of gold stitching, and blankets and a little snack table, and obviously a little drink table and a brass tub. It's a little tight in here, but there's a lot of nice things in here. Basically a tub, some pillows, and a couple incense. But it's nice.
This is kind of a lot.
Well, I'm kind of a lot, so
Yeah. No, this is. Could you always do this?
I kind of just found it's weird. I found it in the music, and then this is what came out of it. So
You can make it in a house.
I can make this with enough time, just about anywhere that's got 10 feet.
Oh.
Technically, would 10
Sorry,
feet.
did you say 10 feet or 10 feet? I'm just
10 feet. Oh, your 10 feet were already here. That's why you can make a tent.
Yes,
I hate.
Yeah.
this
So we can
whole
make it in the carriage.
conversation.
yes, exactly. You're right.
But I was
How
thinking
long
for our
does this
carriage on the go, we could just have
Well,
this.
I mean, it is. I did ask to make it a little smaller than a regular size, at least on the outside.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we could make this on top.
Something to think about. You guys like to lay out there all the time on the wood.
I just
You don't have to.
You just have to be a little careful. This magic is a little finicky, so I don't want to. Just don't want anyone to die for some weird reason because I decided to put an interdimensional tent on a carriage.
Yeah. It's nice.
But there's a bath over there. Or there's a tub,
Silas is like
warm water.
chainmail is already off. He's half like 1 foot already in the bath.
Is this like our beach episode? Start taking off the robes.
It is a
Anybody got a
two-
melon?
it is a 2-person tub.
Well, three
Imagine that,
grubs in there.
like,
True.
imagine Silas is in there and Grub gets in, and then there's just like dirt and oil just up to the top immediately.
My presidentationing everywhere. So like I just was like, oh, I came in at first and it looked beautiful, and then my fucking filthy friends just walked with their shoes on with my nice pillow fort.
You poor ass motherfuckers.
So yeah.
It is nice, yeah. Usually, when you do a bath in a bog, you kind of trade dirt. You don't necessarily just get cleaner. You kind of get some new, lose some of the old.
Yes.
It's not bad.
I mean, I could see the advantage of doing so to stay like cool, but we're actually here to get clean.
Yeah. It's just cozy. Charlie, you have the thing, right? I think it would like the water.
It's a bird.
No, shh. Don't.
Sorry, what? You see him like cleaning up the footprints. Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. What the fuck?
Make an insight check this time.
Yeah. Grubby, you make a deception check.
Oh no.
Do I have to as well since I'm also lying?
Are you?
Wait, are you?
I mean, if you're
Well, you
trying
haven't
to,
lied.
you can
That's
you can
I'm
help.
glad you rolled that number.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, sure. I'll help.
Okay.
Can I help? I have a -2 to deception.
Oh, no.
We both rolled 11s. I just happen to have a -1. So,
So you lost. Sorry, just to make sure
if
I'm
you
clear
want
on
to call it that. Sure.
yeah, Zelmuth, you can tell something's up. He's holding something back.
Sorry, what? I stopped cleaning. What's going on? Why
I
are you
just stand
being so
up in the
weird?
tub. Okay. Put my arms up between the two of them. You gotta chill, Zelman.
I'm chill. What's wrong with you?
Just relax.
I am relaxed.
Don't worry, Grub. I'll protect it from Selmeth.
We've
What are we?
hid something from you for a little while now. We weren't sure we could trust you.
I still have no idea what you're talking about, Grub.
Show him.
Okay, I reach into my satchel, I guess. I've been keeping the bird in.
Yeah.
And I have a little makeshift nest with a little tiny, very naked bird.
Zelmuth just stares at it for a second.
Ready to act.
Oh, Father Cutter.
Then he starts to like his shoulders start to shake, and his
Oh no.
skin starts to turn green. And I cast Disguise Self to make myself look green, like an orc suddenly turns.
Okay, Zelman, you gotta calm down.
And I drop the spell
Are
like,
you
oh,
sick?
cute bird, and I walk away.
That was a close one.
You nearly died there.
I know, things could have gotten crazy. But
That's fine.
I was thinking the bird would like the bath.
It's probably a little too much water.
I can hold it.
Be very careful.
All right.
And I hand the little bird to Grub. I don't Kobe the bird into the tub.
Yeah.
Quick fade
It's
away.
Birdie in this
No,
universe.
mid-flight would be a perfect
Birdie.
opportunity for Zelmuth to snatch it up. So
Yeah, to just cut my hand so that it has a little
Oh,
a micro.
They say cut my
Very bad.
hands.
No,
It's
no,
like,
it has a
why?
little blood. Don't make your blood on fire.
Yeah. This is a blood bird now, okay?
Yeah, now it's a bloodbath.
Perfect.
Did you ever name?
Can we give the
the little
DM
bird?
disadvantage?
Yeah. It's advantage on your next throw.
No, I didn't name it.
You should.
Feels weird.
That's what you do with pets.
Yeah.
You name them.
Grub, are you looking to eat this thing?
Well, see, that's kind of like the thing I'm not doing, right? Normally,
Right. So now it's a pet.
Yeah, we don't.
So you got
we
to
don't
name
name
it.
them. I've never named anything that wasn't. I don't know. Feast was a good name we used a lot.
I'm just saying that if you don't name him, one of us will, and you're probably not going to like that name.
I mean, you could just name it Feast.
As long as you don't eat it.
I promise. If anyone's going to eat the bird, it's going to be you, Grub.
I think that's fair. Is this okay?
Name the bird Feast? Sure.
Okay.
As long as you're happy.
I look at Lucy, like Lucy looks at me like, what kind of name is that?
Oh,
Hello, Feast. I just let it bob in the water a little bit. Trying, to think of an animal as a friend.
Yep.
Not common for a goblin.
Yeah. The bird seems newborn.
He seems completely unaware.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know, like as the water starts to cool off a little bit, it's kind of huddling into like the warmth of your hands, which is like gives you this odd feeling. Feels kind of adorable.
It's very interesting. I guess this is why humans keep stuff, huh? Or elves, maybe? Do elves have pets?
I think they have companions. I don't really know. I might be part of one, but I don't know much about them.
Yeah, I don't know either. Never seen a dwarf with a pet. Maybe it's because of the underground.
No, I think they have a lot of pet rocks.
Okay. Easier to take care of by far.
Yeah. They don't give attitude back.
Yeah. Your friends don't try and kill them. But it's
Nobody
fine.
tries to eat them. Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't dwarves want to like use their pickaxe on rocks? You know, so it's actually even more dangerous for rocks.
It's kind of messed up.
Just saying.
Maybe there's
Just
like
saying.
certain kinds that you can just like, when you look at it, you're like, well, that's a pet. Don't crush it.
Like that one's a meal. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it's the same with birds.
That is true. Yeah.
Birds and rocks are basically the same, is what we've determined.
They do.
They're really not.
I know some with that hate is like blinding you right now, but like there's rocks that when you break them, there's special things inside. And
There's
bird
not
egg,
special.
bird egg is the same.
Okay, as long as you don't think there's something special in the bird, then we're fine.
Well, they start off like a rock, but then they become a bird.
True.
And then eventually they lay more rocks.
Maybe that's why dwarves keep those
Just
rocks.
like-
they think they're eggs.
Well,
I've
now
lived
you're
in a
just
lot of
insulting the
caves,
intelligence
but-
of dwarves, and that's not okay.
But he does have a point. Like in my own cave, rocks would make new rocks. They do that. Usually they're a prettier one, crystals and stuff.
Yes, like
You're
gems and the
Okay.
like.
Yeah, like if you just leave them there, they just get bigger on their own.
Do you have lots of this where you grow up?
Sometimes, yeah.
Are we sure they're rocks?
We should go to your hometown at some
Yeah.
point.
I'm
lot
gonna
of
like
purple
poke my
ones.
head outside the
Looking
tent just
for-
to make sure nobody's listening to this obviously dumb conversation. I don't want to be
You-
associated with
You
this.
poke your head out and you can't hear us talking at all.
Oh, thank you.
You do
Just
see
like
like
walking
as
down
you
the
as you
street.
poke your head out though and you kind of look up, you do see that there's somebody there. It looks like somebody who like works at the house staff.
Just looking around.
Oh hi. Why is there a tent here?
Oh, we're actually waiting for Mason to be finished his meeting, and we just thought, what other place would we like to stay with, but within our own tent? It's actually quite comfortable in here.
Excellent. Okay. And you are friends of Silas, correct? I believe we saw you around.
Yes,
Or-
Silas would actually call me a best friend. Yes.
And I can't hear that. So
No,
You
no, you
can't refute it.
Um,
I'm just like nodding my head. Like,
well, I hope you enjoy your little indoor camping.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but-
If you can let Master Mason know that we're available at any time, that'd be great.
In the tent?
I'm gonna. Yes, he is allowed in the tent. if
I
he likes.
absolutely will not tell him that. Thank you very much. He turns and he walks away.
He's missing out. Just close it.
No parents allowed.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I don't know when this tent became a blanket fort, but we got there. So.
you kidding me with all the pillows in here?
I know, right? First instinct was to dive under them all, but you never
It's a
know.
blanket fort with a tub and a wet bar. Okay.
You signed me up though.
That
that
does
sounds
sound
awesome.
fantastic. Yeah.
As long as there's towels, right? Because nothing
Yes,
would be
of
more
course. We're not
uncomfortable.
crazy. Everybody
just
has
use
their
the
own
pillows.
individual robes as well.
Individual silky pillows just squeegee the water off your whole body.
There is 4 other robes that are appropriate to their size, with their name etched on the letter.
The bird is
Their
going
letter,
crazy.
their first letter. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll definitely get into one of the robes, probably the biggest one, I guess.
The small. No, all right. Well,
Lots of room in these bad boys.
bring
Just
silence
lay down
over
the
grubs
pillows.
because that makes the most sense. He's the next smallest, so
Just gonna be stuck with grubs wrapped around my waist.
Like a half kimono.
He's Donald Ducking it. Oh no!
Are we bringing Kamari back or what?
True.
I haven't managed to lop a single head off yet. No.
No. I've been
it's a Pearson weapon for the most part. So you know.
True. Perforate a head off. It's a bad way to do it. Right. This is a very good tent.
Yeah, sort of just came to me.
It's quite
magically.
convenient.
This will be pretty good for when we're out on the road again.
I
Or
was
if we're,
thinking that.
yeah. Be nice to have some comfort. And once we head over to Monster Island,
I figured
Now-
we would just the people who were taking watch just would sit on the carriage, and all of us would hang out in the tent. And
really going to cut down on the amount of resources that we have to use.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, Zelma, this is great. I'm trying to, be frugal and keep track of father's money, and this is really going to help me cut down on expenses. So
I've had to
Yeah.
get creative because I got cut off, as you know. So this is sort of a magical thing I've been working on because I like to live in comfort, and I was able to, work on using my magic to make a little slice of comfort for myself. That's all.
well,
And for you guys as well.
there we go.
Yeah.
Glad you're
I was
ready to
gonna say,
share.
Yeah. Does it do food? Because that's the only thing we get at like
Doesn't
the
really
inns.
do food. No. Sorry. It's just in the wet bar I mostly supply myself. I just sort of leave it in interdimensional pockets.
Oh, it doesn't like refill every time we get in here.
No, it's more of just it's a really fancy hut.
Okay. If we put food in here, does it go bad?
I've never tried. We'll see.
Okay.
I mean, if it's perishable, then yes, it will eventually go bad. It's not a refrigerator, but whatever
Okay.
that is. Cold
What?
storage.
Okay. I'm going to sneakily take one of my, air dried apples, get them under one of these cushions back here.
And I heard you say air dried, and I want to be clear. We're talking about some of your rotten apples.
They're not. They're a little rotten. They're spongy.
They went stale before they went rotten.
Exactly.
They're dehydrated.
A little dehydrated because most of the fluid comes out of them into the, how I make my stuff.
Into the wet pouch. Yeah.
Yeah, into making the drinks. So I have a lot of like spongy old apples.
Yep.
Yeah. But they stay longer edible because they don't rot fully, which is good or bad. I don't know.
It's
but yeah.
bad, but go on.
It's fully bad.
It's not great. It's not
But I'm just
Definitely
gonna
not.
tuck one into the pillows behind me here, and I want to
Yeah, make us slide a hand
Yeah.
check.
put that in there. Come on, baby. This one's important. 15.
I think only Charlie would notice, if I'm not mistaken.
I think Lux also.
You guys both have
Yeah.
really high passive. Yeah.
Damn.
So Lux and Charlie, you definitely see him kind of, arm behind the back, rifle into the cushions a little bit. You're not exactly sure what he put back there, but he reached
I like
back
looking-
there for something. Seems like.
It's his part of the tent. His problem.
Yeah, I'm like looking. I see Charlie C. I look at Charlie like, God fucking damn it.
Charlie ain't no snitch.
I almost didn't tell you guys about this, but I'm really glad that I shared this.
Me too. No, this is great. Like,
It's very useful.
I mean, being
Thank
able
you.
to have a bath on the road. Oof. Ugh.
That one
It's
took a
almost-
long time to figure out. Trust me.
So, question: if the wet bar doesn't refill itself, are you just using stale water every time you get into this bath?
Lux, I was
No.
having a good time.
I mean, no.
I'm gonna walk out.
We'll say I usually clean the water with magic, and then heat it up with magic.
Can't hear you.
Bye.
I'm just gonna stand outside the tent, just kind of look around, see what's up.
Yeah, as you're standing outside of the tent, you see that there are people like staff going about, getting things cleaned and everything. They don't really come in to this section of the house currently, just being as it is. You eventually would see some people starting to come set up, looks like building materials and to try to repair the opening in the wall. Every single person that sees this golden silk-looking tent in the middle of the dining room near a hole in the floor. Does
There's a sign that says danger.
yeah, with like a neon danger sign. Does give you a look for some reason. Hard to place why.
Not to brag, but we did catch Xavier some old.
Yeah, definitely. At some point, gonna step out in the robe, just do stretches out in the air. So, Lux,
Yes, girl.
you got some bird friends. Yeah?
They are people. Yes. Just like you and I.
Well, maybe, but we'll have to meet them to know for sure about that part. But I'm thinking, if we're looking for some cult, are these the sort of people that would have information? Or could get it?
They may know already. It depends if it's something that worries them. Of course, they would know, but it could be something that doesn't bother them. But it's been a long time since I've been with Plots and his crew, so I don't know. Priorities change.
Okay. Do you have like a way to meet them if you needed to ask?
Usually they find you. Usually I put on the mask and they find me, but it's been a long time. I actually haven't seen them since that night. Pretty much since I was with the circus, essentially.
So you're not really in with them anymore, not really friends.
No, not in that way. Not since I was with Selmith and his family, but they're kind of like family. So I don't. They usually don't disregard their own kind.
Okay. So if you wanted to find them and you put on the mask and you got out there, you think they would find you?
Yeah, no doubt. Tegan is pretty good at finding people. Yeah, they'll find us if we really needed to find them.
Okay. I'm just not really sure, for what the underworld sort of looks like around here. There doesn't seem like, aside from Gramps, we haven't seen much activity. Most places have a bit of a criminal underbelly, and I just haven't seen much of that here, and it's kind of unfortunate. It's fun to see that kind of thing. So,
Well, we have been on this side of the city. Usually it's a lot more calmer here, but I've just been thinking, I just don't know if that cult that Xavier was with Xavier, or it could be kind of like what we are with Emus. I mean, they could be a cult for a god, for all we know. Plans evolve or are higher than Xavier's. There could be something. There could be something bigger than what we think.
So he probably didn't stop anything here.
If I had to place a wager, that's what I would think. Silas and his family could have just been a stepping stone to something. They could have been using Xavier probably to get power in a city like Core, but they probably have something bigger. That would be my assumption.
Well, bigger's better for me, you know. Yeah. If there's going to be more stuff like that, maybe more monsters, maybe bigger rewards, maybe there's an even more Gramp than the Gramp that we got. Maybe this thing keeps going. I don't know.
I would agree with you, Grub. I think we're going to just see more and more monsters kind of moving forward. If, of course, we go down this path.
And if we don't, say your bird friends aren't very helpful, maybe we go to a little island.
Yeah, we could. I mean, there's something on that island. Could answer a lot of our questions. It just seems strange that Xavier would be able to turn into a creature of that size and that caliber. I've never seen or read anything about it. It could have come from that island.
You're just making a very good argument. I think we should probably check it out. Probably need to convince the others too, huh?
Well, maybe we should listen to Silas's mother. Maybe she can shed some light on something. I don't know. I think our next steps will kind of depend on what she says. And if nothing comes to it, we go to the island. That is what we said we were going to do.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. And I just got 2 quick questions.
Sure.
Can you turn into a monster?
As long as it takes the shape of our form, then yeah, somewhat.
So could you kind of look like the plant monster, but in the shape of a person?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It would be cool, though.
Yeah, work on it, I guess. I'm just going to like open the flap to the tent, start to walk inside. And the second question, I guess, is when are you going to get those lockpicks?
You know what? I should have asked. I should go look for some. I'll come up with a way to open those locks. Anyway, ask Elmeth. I did definitely open that lock when he got down there.
Just open it and look
open.
in. Zelmith, is that true? Luck says he opened a lock.
Not with lockpicks, because he didn't have any.
Still opened it. Still opened
Yes,
it.
with the key I gave you that I got from Grub. Yes.
That's
you
not true. That's not true.
Did you? Isn't your crowbar bent a little bit?
I'm gonna cast Misty Step and I'm gonna fucking vanish.
Just
What I thought.
Yeah, you guys see he just like goes to take a step forward, just like gone.
Stings a bit, huh? Yeah. Go
had
get
me
some
tracked.
lockpicks.
Yeah. I thought he was like our thief and our, and just tricked me again.
I know it really doesn't feel like it, Grub, and I really mean this, but he's very good at it when he can keep them on him.
He got out thieved though.
Maybe someone else should hold them for him, and then when we need him to use it, we'll just
Charlie's
give
got
it-
That's
good eyes.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
Maybe
Charlie
we'll
can
give
keep
it
them.
Thank you. What?
You could
Why
probably
do I-
keep lockpicks hidden. You kept a bird hidden. I think you can handle lockpicks.
Why do my eyes have to do anything with hiding lockpicks?
Because you won't get. He got stolen from by a different thief.
I got robbed as well.
This is disappointing to learn.
You've known about
I mean, I'm
this
pretty
for
sure it
2
happened to all of us.
What did you lose? Not lockpicks, I assume.
No, they stole a potion of healing.
No. That's fine.
It's,
That's not as embarrassing as like losing your stealing kit. You know what I mean?
It's kind of true. It sucks because those are not cheap, but
Yeah.
at least we can buy them at a regular store. We can't just go to a regular general store. I mean, maybe we can. Maybe if it's shady enough.
wouldn't it just be like adventuring toolkits?
I don't know if they come with. I mean, I guess they could come with burglar kits. Those do exist in life, so
Maybe we all just stock up on them. I don't know.
yeah, maybe we all just buy a burglar kit. That way, we all have lockpicks just in case he breaks or loses them.
Just in case
Got
we
one.
stumble.
And I
on-
raised my crowbar.
Yeah, I use it and I just have all my weapons. That's all I've ever used, but there is usually evidence left behind that I did it. Remember that house we burned down?
No.
Do we know about that bird down house? Yeah, we know about it.
Yeah,
Because it
Yeah.
spread to a lot of the city.
Yeah, but I think they also knew that it was you. That's the important
Oh,
question.
yeah, true.
And we really messed up that city.
Well,
Messed it up or taught it a lesson.
I'm
What
never going
what
back
lesson
to
did it
those.
need to learn?
We're never going back. Never.
Don't lie to Grub.
Just, if you're going to make a store where you sell stuff, don't lie about it. That's really dumb. Get a cart, put it in the cart, move along. So when you are discovered, they can't find you. It just doesn't make sense to set up shop and lie to people. Because maybe it gets burned down.
I mean, he technically didn't lie, and that was the problem. But we're getting into semantics.
Yeah.
Let's just take a break, and then when Mason's ready to talk, we'll talk.
Yes.
You can enter our office.
Plenty of comfortable pillows.
So yeah, so
Hello,
you
Fine.
guys, I guess, just decide to kind of kick back, hang out. If you guys all want to take a short rest, feel free. Lux, I'm not sure if you're staying out of the tent or not.
Yeah, I went just into the hallway, just kind of looking at the pictures, just kind of looking at the Summer Award history.
Okay, fair. It like for quite a while, like no one seems to come get you guys or anything. Probably at this point 2-3 hours have gone by, and yeah,
Okay, no
you guys,
problem.
you guys are still
You know-
hanging out.
I'm actually gonna go look for them.
Okay. Yeah, so you go and kind of walk around the estate. I'm looking for them. As you walk around, you kind of get to see a little bit more of the house than you would have seen previously. The house itself is, again, it's very functional, but it is still beautiful in its own way. Everything is very organized and very neat. There's just not a lot of excess stuff. There's not a lot of like flourish to the home itself. You walk past standing suits of armor or like weapons on plaques on the wall. Those tend to be the decorations of choice as it stands right now for whatever reason. And yeah, you kind of wander through. You find what looks to be his study. You don't see anybody in there. You find his bedroom. No one seems to be in there.
Good call.
Yeah, no, I got your back. Don't worry. Eventually, you kind of exhaust looking around, and one of the house staff comes up to you, the one that had come by previously, and says, "Oh, can I Can I help you with something?
Yes, I'm looking for Master Summerward. We were told to kind of wait, and it's been quite some time. Just wondering if are we still going to have a conversation today or come back at another time?
Who did you make this arrangement with? Sorry. He's not at home.
I'm like looking around like we did speak to each other earlier today.
But I told you I absolutely would not tell him to go inside your tent.
I know that, but the other thing we talked about still applied. We were supposed to have a conversation with him.
I mean, when he returns, you're more than welcome to. He went to go have a meeting with all the other major houses. They need to discuss what the next steps are, and it seemed like the Lady Summerward had some information to share. So when he arrives back, I'm happy to come let you know.
Wish we could have been at that.
I'm surprised. Thank you for the information. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna like turn around. How does this man have a job? I'm gonna like walk back to the group. Good news and bad news. Good
You're
news is
out of
we got.
lockpicks, I guess, right?
No, I was gonna say good news is that we got this lovely tent. Bad news is your parents left the estate and is talking to others around town. They
As
probably
in-
won't be back for quite some time.
Some of the other houses, then?
Is what I said.
That's just like Mason.
That's fine.
Well, should we not have been privy to this? We've already, gotten into it up to our armpits. And once again, Mason's leaving myself and now all of us out of what I can only assume is pertinent information regarding all
Do you
of
want to
this.
read the novel, or get the Fizzband Cliff Notes?
That's
We don't mention that name in this tent, okay?
Cliff?
No.
notes.
We
Got it.
don't talk
That's
about
right.
notes.
We don't talk about notes.
We
in
don't
here.
talk about notes. We don't talk about novels. We
I
don't
wrote a
talk
little
about-
sign for Grub. No notes.
No notes.
Well, if we're, just relaxing for the day, let's just take the time to relax.
That's a pretty suspicious way to think of this one. They're having a discussion about what to do with the things that we've discovered and we've put into the world and the monsters that are out there and stuff. And they're going to make a plan that doesn't involve us getting paid or doing anything.
I'm on board with Grub here, actually.
So what is our option then? To barge in and say, throw a temper tantrum because we didn't get invited to the big boy party? Or we
No,
just
just-
wait?
Well, when you put it like that,
Yeah.
Zelnith, yes.
No, we're
we
not
shouldn't
doing
do
that. We'll just wait, mention our displeasure at not being invited, and then move on because
This is
there's
like
literally
getting
nothing
sat
else
at the
to do.
bone table in the goblin camp. The big hunters are eating the fresh meat and they throw all the eaten bones of the younger goblins. You ever have that feeling?
Yes.
Oh, like sitting at the kids' table.
This is
No.
terrible. We've basically gotten a
remember.
pat on the head.
Yes.
Well, we're still
That's-
gonna
that
get
is-
paid for the job.
We got dust. No offense to Silas's mom, but we don't know her. She turned our evidence to dust.
She did turn our evidence to dust. I mean, I still think we're going to get paid, but that is something I am concerned with.
Valid point. I'm just annoyed. We've found a battery for a golem from ages past. We've
So
rescued.
as soon as you try to say any of those words, that doesn't work. Yeah.
You're doing the yes. We know what you're talking about. Yes. I agree. We did all of that, but
Right. Just
still,
everything we've done, and we're still getting treated like sidekicks.
I mean, we do have major sidekick energy. Let's be honest.
We did go running to your mommy and daddy.
After we broke him out of prison and saved one from dying.
Yes. Those that play Game of Thrones, it's a little bit more bloodthirsty than mommy and daddy.
A little bit.
Oh well.
Well, there's no point in sulking here. We can.
No, this is exactly where we should sulk.
This is a great place to sulk, but
We could soak while we sulk.
or we could sneak. We could just hear what they're saying.
These are the
We don't
most
even know
powerful
where
people
they
in
are.
the city. These are like no joke. These
Yeah.
are not people to be trifled with. I think we're better off just waiting. I know that sounds like a loss, and we just gotta, eat it a little bit.
It's a good way for you to get run out of town, Grub.
I mean, he won't get run out of town. That will not happen. I will not let that happen. But
Not twice.
not twice. I mean, that one's a little different. It wasn't just you. It was all of us.
Gruff never gets run to the
Yeah,
town.
no one
twice.
runs me out of town 2 times.
So we just sit in this tent by a hole? Do we want to go down the hole or something? I don't know. I'm out of
No.
ideas. You don't want
How
to just
about-
see what's down there? What if I got nothing? But
Is there
He was
fancy
down
Adderall
there.
in this game? Just chill, man. Maybe we'll be here long enough to really heal up our wounds, and we still have to wait for the items that Timon is making. So we're not really in a rush to go anywhere, anyways.
Do you
it's days.
want a tour of the grounds? I could show you around.
Bring your capes. Wear your
Yeah.
robes and your capes. There you go.
Does anybody want to come to the slums with me?
What are you doing?
You know what? At least that would be interesting. Let's do that.
Yeah, they got
I've-
crime
I've-
there, right?
I've been curing the poor.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Okay.
Not a lot, but a little bit.
I could maybe thwart a cut purse or something like that.
No,
It's
you
more
don't get to
on-
fight anybody for like 2 weeks. You're on bed rest.
I talk to people who are like dying or sick, not
Ew,
little
why would you do
thieves.
that?
I mean, they can be the same person. You don't know that.
That just doesn't. Like
Your faith in
sounds-
humanity is horrible.
She's just doing a kindness to other people. I think that's all she's doing.
Okay. You're not concerned about getting sick yourself?
But no.
What about getting like robbed or attacked or?
I mean, she could fight like nobody's business, so I don't think
Nice.
she's worried about that.
Pretty true, yeah. But I'm thinking Silas. That maybe there is a reason to go down there.
So we could train.
Yeah, I just
Level up a little bit.
Gonna grind out some mobs
She
real
needs some more
fast.
experience points.
Hopefully
To-
Silas doesn't need to fight like the hungry and the sick to get better at
Yes,
fighting.
how about we go out for a couple hours and we use the stuff we have to heal nice?
Your faith
People that
in
are
me,
dead.
or lack thereof, Charlie, is not entirely unwarranted, but still, it hurts a little. I
That is
wouldn't
my
go.
impression of Silas. An arrow.
It's usually a sword. It's much closer.
it was an arrow one time. He got shot right in the chest from the cultist. You remember that?
I do that. Yeah, I do that thing. Where like you take a coin, yep, flick it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a gold coin and just right at Charlie.
All right.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
the gold coin, rich kid energy.
Make a ranged
I
attack.
will grab the
Oh
attack.
shit! Yeah, that's a good point.
Deflect missiles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
just like
deflect
this,
missile.
and I will send it back at him.
Yeah, okay. You
I'll
can
use
wanna-
the key.
I want to do a good old Prezi to hold up a sign with the 10.
Oh jeez.
That was pretty good, Charlie. That was pretty good.
There we go. Roll a 22 on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I make the sounds of clapping.
So, what's your
Like
unarmed
a
damage? Because
golf
I have
clap.
to try and prevent that.
5.
All right, I rolled an 18, so it comes back.
Spend the key points, throw it back, of course, or
Yeah,
snap it back.
Yeah.
Key, and you'll take what is it? How much damage is it? One, or it's my martial arts die, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, that's maximum damage. So you take 9.
Oh my
Oh my god!
I'm rolling on the floor laughing.
It like hits him straight in the collarbone, and it's just instant bruise.
In my own house, Charlie.
It's my house, technically.
What's happened to you, Silas?
I don't know. I used to be a champion.
You were the champ.
So does
You know, I
anybody
can
wanna
actually
join me
go run to
helping
my
the
mummy now.
poor and sick?
Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
I don't
get
have the
you
logs
in.
in me, but I
Okay,
can,
let's
I can
go.
heal a few people.
Yeah, we'll look for, because this place is fancy and they got a pour. That is a perfect storm for bandits. So yeah, let's go.
Cool.
Bring gold coins, Silas. You can be bait, I guess.
Wow.
You look like bait.
I don't think Silas
You
would
know
do well in
what?
prison either. Just throwing that out there since we're all shitting on him today.
Hey, listen, I got myself out, okay? I was in prison, got myself out. I talked
Sorry, how
nice
did
to
you
my
get
dad.
yourself out again?
I talked nicely to my dad.
Right.
Fuck,
Dad,
let me out.
Sorry, what about the
go.
other time you were in prison again? How'd you get yourself out of that one?
You know, my memory's really fuzzy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
You just
I-
remember 20 minutes
I
in
think
screaming.
my
"I need the
daddy's
sun."
lawyer bailed us out.
Yeah, maybe. I'm supposed to
I
be
don't know.
outside.
Jury's
I
out on
can't
that
be in a
one.
box. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely robe up. Get
Yeah, I was
ready
gonna
for.
say, Zelma thinks this is like gonna take 25 minutes, so he's wearing his robe.
And,
you're just in like a spa robe going out. All
Yeah.
right, sweet.
that's perfect bandit bait. You guys are doing it.
Yeah, so I would say that Charlie, you kind of lead them back to a lot of the areas that you'd been visiting, the last few nights at this point, down into West Yusuk. It's odd because you're kind of going back towards Ish, where you had just fought Xavier and watched him turn to dust. But given at this time now, we're probably looking at like pretty early evening, like maybe like 4 or 5 p.m. around there. You do see that there are a lot of people on street corners or kind of tucked away into alleys. Something that potentially, Silas and Zelmith, this is the kind of stuff that you find a lot of people who have the kind of money that you do more often than not just sort of turn a blind eye towards it. And these people are usually ignored, but you see Charlie kind of going around, usually one by one. Well, if you want to describe how you tend to help these people, you're welcome to.
If it's like just like minor like cuts and scrapes and that kind of stuff, just bandages. But if it's like something more severe like poisoning or something like that, I'll like use Hand of Healing and cure them of that. I'm just going around helping as many people as I can while I still have ki. And I also expend a couple charges of my healer's kit.
Nice. Okay. And you all sort of watch Charlie do this. Is there anything that anybody else wants to do to sort of help? or-
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Zelma is gonna look very odd, but he did bring his loot with him. So he finds, like hopefully like a fountain somewhere nearby in the area where Charlie's sort of doing her work, and I'll just start playing like a nice, gentle, happy melody,
Okay.
and
In your robe?
sort of just
yeah.
yes, in my room, just trying to generally lighten up the whole mood of the place by playing some nice music, essentially.
Okay. Make a performance check for me.
That's a 16.
16. Maybe 2 minutes into playing, you see two looks like children kind of peek their head from around the corner of like one of the alleyways, and you can see their eyes just light up at the sound of you playing your music. And, you know, kind of shyly, they start kind of walk up, and you can see there's a little girl and a little boy, and the little boy is just watching your fingers, just mesmerized at how fast you're able to change and move your fingers across the strings and strum to produce these beautiful sounds. And before too long, they start kind of dancing a little bit.
Yes, seeing the two interested, it reminds me of when Lux and I were kids, and I started playing a song that I actually wrote a long time ago when Lux and I were kids, called "The Circus Boy and the Snob." And
Sounds
it's just
spot on.
like, yeah, it's like a fun, witty, charming song about a circus boy playing pranks on a rich snob. After a crazy number of shenanigans and pranks, the two boys become best friends. It's a nice little children's song.
And you know,
Also, I will use healing word to mend any of the wounds to the kids that they might have.
okay, yeah, you see that they have, you know, some bumps and scrapes. So, you know, you heal them both, and you can see that the longer you go on playing, more seem to come out of the woodwork, and then you start seeing some of the older people too. You know, some people come by with families, some by themselves, and just kind of gather to watch you play. You see that there's a couple people who are kind of walking by that go and kind of flick some like copper pieces your way, sort of towards the fountain. And by the time you're done playing, you probably have maybe 30 people kind of loosely gathered around.
I think this is the most, like, if anyone is paying attention, this is the most comfortable Zelmuth has been, maybe in general. Like, since you saw him play music at the tavern that one time, like, he can convince people to get what he wants, and, you know, he's a rich snob kid, but music seems to be where he's in his best element. So
Nice.
I'm just sort of standing off to the side, enjoying the show. Kind of actually maybe seeing the people here in West Yosak as people, as opposed to like the sort of downtrodden that I was taught to see them as. Spent very little time here.
Zelmuth can count on one hand the number of times he's been here.
Sure. You end up with 12 copper pieces, just so you know.
Yeah, they go to the little boy and the little, like, I basically give a copper to each of the children.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you see like
think
their eyes sort of
If I
light
see
up.
that,
Yeah.
Huh?
I think I would tap Zelmuth on the shoulder and be like, "Oh shoot, okay, no, that's fine, that's fine."
I've only given 8 out, so I still have 4 more. What's wrong?
Because I've dropped like 50 on the way through here. I'm making a trail to us for any bandits that might find us, and that was gonna, I think, fit in the pool perfect, but it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Okay, well, these ones, I'll have them hide them so they don't get in the way of yours.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm running low, so it's all right. It's okay.
Okay,
So
I give you 7 silver. Here you go.
yeah, Grub,
Okay, it'll pick up.
you turn and look. There's no trail.
My God, they're good. Eyes up, everyone. They're around us.
I'm gonna be playing like little hand magic for the kids, like with a gold coin, and then I'll use like my mage hand to like pull it behind their ear, like having it float. And then after, when they're all super excited, I'll give them the gold coin. And just kind of remind them, like, just give it to your parents, and yeah.
I'm about to buy gold worth of candy. You're gonna be so
Don't
good.
give it to your parents.
That's like giving a kid $50. Like, give that to your mom. Like, no.
There's why so many Game Boys with this. But I do want to look around as I'm starting to nonchalantly drop some of these silver coins. You know, every.
What were you
20,
dropping
30
before,
fingers
just to be
out.
clear?
Just copper.
Okay. I didn't know you had copper. I was just curious.
And just get rid of any of the spare change I have on me, because we're fishing
Okay.
for some bandits. But yeah, I want to take a look around, seeing that my trail is going cold.
Yeah, make a perception check.
16.
16. You do some of the quick math and think back a little bit to like the direction that a lot of these other kids were coming from, and you see like some of them holding like multiple copper pieces in their hand, and you're like, those were probably, some of those at least are probably stuff that you dropped. Yeah.
Guys, I hate to say this, I don't think we're gonna spot them easily. May have to wait till dark when these kids are out of here.
That was very generous of you, Grub.
Yeah, see, what I was trying to do was bait bandits onto our trail, and I have now failed at that.
Oh,
Yes,
don't worry.
Generously,
Gave it to
you
the children.
generously failed. Yes.
Yeah, and it feels wrong to shoo them away like pigeons at crumbs. You know?
They're not pigeons. No.
I know. They should have them, I guess, but this is not what I intended. So I'm out
Well,
of
we'll
a
try
lot
again.
of money now.
We'll get you some more copper pieces.
Well, that was the plan. Like, to get them, they'll rob us. We'll get the money back, but not gonna rob the kids back. I don't think that's a bad way to go about it.
I'm just saying I'll get you some more copper pieces and we can try this again later.
Okay, yep. Because it's not really about the money. Yeah. All right. As long as you know what. Come back later in the dark. Okay.
Yeah.
And definitely, like, as he's playing, you just can't help but, like, for a while there, I was like throwing the copper on the beat, and can't help but for a little bit now, just like tapping along as he's playing the music and everything.
Not too long goes by after that for Silas. You hear your mother's voice in your head. Says, I hope I'm not interrupting anything, but when you have a moment, your father and I would like to talk to you, please. We're back at home.
Am I able to respond to that, or
You can reply to his message.
just sort of like step away? Like, sorry, I gotta call.
What's up? What's happening? What's happening?
You've returned. We can be home within probably half an hour. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Just come back to the group. Mom and Dad are back home now. It looks like they're ready to speak to us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Grub? If we're lucky, maybe we get jumped on the way.
Oh, that would be good. That would be real good. Yep. But either way, secondhand information is not so bad, I guess. At least we're not being totally left out. Maybe they've already got our money. That'd be pretty good.
That'd also be good.
Fingers crossed.
I don't want to rush you, Zelmith, but
Oh, no. We can maybe come back again. Right, Charlie?
After dark?
I'm just gonna finish up here so I can meet you guys back in an
Okay.
hour or so.
sure. Yes, we can catch you up.
I'm probably going to go back the way we came. If you guys happen to see any on the ground, just like let me know. Get them up. But keep an eye out for any.
Yep. You
Okay.
got it, Grub.
Okay.
For anybody that does want to look for any of the coins on the way back, feel free to roll a perception check.
Definitely.
No.
You know what? I will absolutely try that.
7. What the?
Yeah, that sounds about right. 3.
What is happening?
Sun's getting real low, the reflection of the
Silas doesn't
coins.
even know what copper coins look like. It's like
Yeah,
You
but
somehow
I've never before in my
lose money.
Rusted gold. Why would I look for that?
So
He's like-
tarnished.
anything under gold. He's like, they make those.
Yeah, they
Like,
still make
those are gold.
Aye.
Those are chocolate coins, right? You can unwrap them.
It's a novelty coin.
All right, so everybody but Charlie heads back then?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, it takes about a half hour or so to get back. Once you arrive, Mason and Rena are sitting in one of the, in the sitting room, sort of waiting for your return. As you come in, you see Mason still. You see he actually has like a pinned sleeve now up over his missing arm, and they both kind of stand up as you, the four of you, walk in. And Mason looks and says, "Silas, I truly don't think I would be able to thank you enough for what you've done, for bringing your mother home. Her and I had quite a long conversation about what had happened, for all the time she's gone missing. Again, as I want to apologize, as I told her you and I had already sort of talked about that, but I would like to apologize to you again for everything that's happened. But we have also some news that I think you might be interested in hearing."
Sure. I just want to say one thing.
Yes.
Your thanks do mean a lot to me, but you should extend those thanks to my friends as well. I couldn't have done it without them.
And you're absolutely right. Thank all of you. One of your friends is not here. Are they coming? Should we wait for them before we discuss
No.
matters? Or?
Oh no,
Charlie
I'm
has
actually. Oh, yeah.
Charlie
Also,
has higher
Charlie.
calling.
Yeah, see,
yeah.
I'm also. I just peel back some of the beard. I'm also here. Yeah, I sometimes change,
No, I'm aware. Yes.
but yeah, so I am here, and yeah, Charlie's also on there.
I knew. Thank you for that. Okay, so we don't need to wait then.
No,
No.
we'll
No,
catch
they're
up.
helping people out.
Again, first of all, I thank all of you so much for the part you had in helping bring Rena home. And she kind of like bows her head in thanks as well. Says, we had a meeting with the other major houses and with the king about sort of what we were to do next and what our best course of action is. But I wanted to make sure, we discussed it with you as well, because you're important to this. While some of it may have been difficult, well, for all of us, quite frankly, I don't believe it'd be right for you to be entirely left out. So,
I shoot a meaningful look at everybody. That's all.
but a long time, we spent quite a while having Rena tell us all that she knows about what Xavier was doing, about what this potential cult that follows Relnir is trying to achieve. We know for certain, or for nearly certain at least, that whatever creature he was able to turn into, the one that took my arm from me, you see Ren looks over and she says, "I just need a few more days and I can have that fixed as well." I appreciate it. Thank you. It's fine, but it seems like he was trying to find some of the entrances to the Underdark. It's the reason why he was taking the form that he had. There seems to be several things at play. Some of the information that actually Zelmith, your father, had given us during this briefing as well, talking about how you had found some of these possibly ancient ruins that had more of these monsters that have been created for whatever purpose, seemingly going in a certain direction. Some kind of island that might be housing some of these monsters. That seems to be tied into this somehow.
I elbow Lux in the ribs.
He tunneling under the city. We're working right now. We're having some of the houses are going to be sending people down there to map all the tunnels that have been previously dug. It's our belief that we feel at the very least he would have found some of the entrances. Though Rena does believe that they haven't been breached yet. An opening hadn't been made. Seems like there's some kind of divine seal around it, or some kind of material that can't be pierced. I'm not sure.
Wait, are you saying the tunnel under the house was going somewhere?
Potentially. I think it led to you had said a network, and she says, yeah, it was using a network of tunnels from what I understand. There are many below the ground. Ramblings are hard to understand, but it seemed like he was almost making a grid, searching for what he believed was an entrance to this world beneath our own. Right.
See,
yes.
well, I was telling them earlier, like, we should have gone back down there and checked it out, and they said they didn't want to go walking around in a dark hole, but
I don't believe it would have been safe then, just given the strength of what he was able to turn into.
Well, I meant today.
It's if you would like, that's certainly something you can do.
But what I'm wondering is, if you had people down there, have you found anything in these holes? Anything?
They've
that
only
maybe,
just begun. I can't express fully how much there is to explore.
Right.
There seems to be miles of tunnels underneath. Not miles down, but just so many twists and turns. There's been a few sort of advanced scout parties, some quicker ones, not ones that would really be made for mapping, but more to just make sure there was nothing else down there. Doesn't seem to be, but that could change as well. I'm not sure. But then we also, for some of these other creatures potentially all going to one location as well. That's something that bears investigation. So, it's my understanding,
there might be more creatures.
potentially, and Rena she says, our understanding of the past is that there were many different places of research that were used and where these, ancient wizards and sorcerers would change the nature of beasts and other beings to create some hybrid monstrosities. So there may be more ruins that come to the surface. I don't know, but the fact that they seem to be going and converging in one spot bears investigation. So, and Mason said, so because of what you had done, the king himself actually wishes to have an audience with you all tomorrow. I believe there's going to be a payment for having located and taking care of Beast, as well as getting rid of, frankly, an enemy to the crown. Oh god, I'm being attacked by a cat.
They're everywhere these days.
They really
Carrying
are.
darkness within.
But the choice of what you do next, well, obviously it will be your choice. But at the end of the day, you're going to be asked if you can either look into investigating the tunnels or look into investigating the island. We need to get more information on both things, so there'll be two parties that are sent. One we're hoping is going to be you, and the other is going to be another group of individuals that we put together.
They can go over to the tunnels. Yeah, I think.
Breathe, grub.
Yeah, I think
Breathe,
that we could sign up and we can get our names in the list for the island. It sounds just great. Yep.
Now, when it comes to searching this network, are you looking for the entrance as well? And what is the intention there?
The intention is to see what has been done already. To see if there has been a breach, if there has been a breach already that we're unaware of, if anybody has come through. There was a lot of information to take in today, but there may be entire communities down there of people, of races that are long forgotten to the likes of us. So,
Are we looking to make contact or to seal this off so that we can't, connect with these lost things? I don't know the kinds of dangers that this could present.
neither do we. Our intention is to not break any of the seals if they're in place. To leave it as it is for now until we potentially know more. Otherwise, if these seals are already broken, then to make contact, hopefully make some kind of an alliance. If there are things that need to be vanquished, if there's an attack, defenses must be set up as soon as possible.
Very well.
Yeah, I don't think we have much of a choice. We're gonna go to the island, so
Talked about it for a long time.
You have the night to think about it. This isn't a decision that needs to be made now.
I hear you. But
You're going to be asked
we'll
tomorrow
probably-
by the king.
Okay.
Grub, I
Yeah.
promise you we'll go to the island if you don't yell at the king.
Yeah, we're gonna see a king.
That'll be
Yes.
fine.
He's
You'll be
already
fine.
aware of the five of you.
Uh-huh.
You'll be safe, Grub.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So I believe that covers everything. Again, you're welcome to stay here if you like. I understand that you had a very nice tent.
We need it now. Yeah. Zelmus?
Okay. I pull out my lute and I start playing that sort of travel shanty.
Like in the
gonna-
sitting room?
Yeah, it's only like it's not very big.
I'm gonna grab Selmas by the shoulder. Maybe not here.
Okay, all right. In like a little bit, I'll make it.
Would you like would you like a room to use, like a bedroom that you can?
Yeah, we'll take one bedroom.
Excellent. Do you need any extra blankets or pillows?
I mean, as long as they're purple or gold, I can't clash. So
They're gray.
Food.
that'll do. That'll be fine for a night.
I'll have some sent.
Okay.
And then as you all go to leave, Rena does walk up to you, Silas, and just like immediately grabs you in like this big hug. Says, I hope you have a fun time with your friends.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Love you. She
Don't ever
kisses you on-
stop.
gives you a little kiss on the cheek.
Okay, bye. And just like shuffle out past Charlie, past Zelmith as fast as possible.
Charlie's not there yet, but I get you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Past the Lux
I'm
as well.
I'm actually, as he's like, going to pass me, I'm just going to grab his shoulder and just walk alongside him. I don't mean to pry.
But you're gonna
But
pry.
of course. It may be some time before we come back. You should spend some time with them.
That's
Maybe have dinner. Something.
valid point.
Anyway, I think I can distract Grub for a while.
Just show him a bird. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I'm going to go like sort of walk around for a little bit to like kind of let the embarrassment tone down a little.
Yep.
And then I'll make my way back.
Cool. I would say by now, Charlie, you probably arrived back at the house.
Okay.
Was there anything specifically that you wanted to be doing while you were out there before we move on?
I was just like helping the people there still.
Perfect. Yep. You go around and you're able to spend a lot more time healing, and it's an interesting feeling going out and healing people after having been in the kind of combat situation that you were in today. But it's rewarding. You're able to go and you find more families, some that were even during the music have been kind of scared to come out, not sure what was really going on. It's not something that they would see every day, but you go and you're able to help a lot of these unfortunate families out.
That's good. It's a good feeling to help the poor.
And then you arrive back at the house. As you arrive, one of the house staff does meet with you, and says, "Excuse me, are you a friend of Silas?"
Yes.
I-
I'm one of the, adventuring people.
And you're here for the sleepover as well?
The what?
The sleepover. So I think they're building some kind of blanket fort. We were requested to bring a lot of blankets and pillows. I'm not sure, but just follow me this way. I'll show you. You're a little old for sleepovers, aren't you?
Yes. Yes, you are correct. Thank you for pointing out my age.
I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. We're glad to have the family back together. That's all. Anyway, it's this bedroom here, and kind of pushes it open, and you see the gold tent inside, and you see just like along the outside on either side, there's just stacks of like pillows and like blankets and like comforters and sheets, and it's a whole bunch of
It's a
stuff.
straight up fort around the tent.
Yeah,
Like, does the tent count as being the blankets around the tent if we just keep building? I don't understand. Where does
No,
it end?
this is like the exterior wall to the castle.
Ah, okay. A castle tent. Excellent.
The old
Excellent.
blanket moat.
Yeah.
Thank
You just see me like, Grub, come down from there. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Standing on all the piles of everything.
Yeah, I go over to the group, seeing what shit they're doing.
We're gonna sleep in the tent in a room in a house.
Yep.
Okay.
It sounds about right for us.
Yeah. As soon as possible, I would like to not be awake.
Yes, because
okay.
then we get to go see the king, and then we get to go to the Mount Silent.
Yeah.
You're going to see a king?
Right. You
Ah.
weren't here for that.
I don't
We-
have anything appropriate for that.
Just stay up with me for a little bit.
We're
I'll
going to go
explain that.
shopping.
Yeah, Lux can explain out here on the outside of the tent. I'm going to go into the tent with the pillows, and I'm going to be in there.
Oh,
Quietly.
okay.
Okay, I'm
Okay, bye.
gonna go into the tent. Lux, if you want to explain what happened to Charlie, I sort of just don't want to do it anymore, so I'm gonna go inside.
I'm just gonna go into the tent, come out with a bottle of wine,
all right.
just like to Charlie. Hey,
And as you
Straight
sit
from
down,
the
Oh my god, that's like slow. Okay,
uh,
those are expensive. Don't drink the whole thing. I have
I
to
grab
replace
it.
it.
but yeah, as you guys kind of get ready for bed, and as Lux and Charlie, you stay up discussing the events that just happened. I think that we're gonna go ahead and end it for tonight.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we got the family back together.
You did. You got the family back together.
Family, that's not bad. And
Wow.
yeah, no big deal.
All
We're
good.
just gonna go talk to a king. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely perfect. Perfect and easy.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking to
That
the
is,
king
it's a
real fast.
normal thing for like Charlie. Just go see royalty. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go heal the poor, then go talk to a king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the king is like Zelmus. great uncle. It feels like he doesn't ever really see him, but my dad talks about him.
Yeah.
His dad like tells story. Me and the king like go way back, and someone's like, "Oh, okay,
Yes, I know.
Uncle King." Okay.
Mm.
Uncle K. All right. Well, just want to say
his real name.
so let's say thanks again, everybody, for coming out. Just a reminder again, tomorrow we're doing our Extra Life stream if you're watching this live. So that will be November 11th, starting around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. We're doing it in support of Sick Kids Hospital and Children Miracle Network Hospitals. So we'll be up for 24 hours, or at least Aaron will be. We'll be playing games, we'll be having fun, telling lots of jokes, and we're going to be playing some D&D, doing a bit of a one-shot campaign. That will take place more on the Saturday. But if you like watching us play D&D, come check that out too. Otherwise, for the casual ones, we stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Take a look at our social media and our Discord for more information if you want to check it out. And click the link below in our Twitch if you're watching on Twitch right now to see our Extra Life stuff if you need to find that. Thanks very much for coming out. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. We hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.